All right. What's going on, everybody? Glad to have you guys here with us. I'm with the one and only LA Mars, the guy. You know,
What's
it's your
popping?
boy,
What's
Fresh
popping?
Prince. What do you got to say to the people, LA?
Man, no, it's really good to be here with everybody today, man. Get here to be with you, man. It's been a minute, y'all. We not gonna sugarcoat everything, but life's been happening, and we just so thankful and blessed to be here with everybody today, giving y'all that great content. And we're here for it, man. NBA playoffs, we here. It's the best time of the year, man. You can't go wrong. Summertime, everybody trying to get right, get the big backs off, try to get right, get the grills out, so it's
uh,
fun, man.
we
Top
gotta
downs
wait
in the
till
car,
June, man.
huh?
June is the month.
Hey,
We're
hey,
close.
look, man.
We're
Yeah,
close.
we don't get out of the way yet, but we know,
Too
we
soon.
know, we know. June is the time for champions. So June is the time for champions. So we love
June
it.
is
We
the
love it.
month.
So how you feeling though? How you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. I feel good. I'm excited to get into these topics about the basketball. We're both passionate about it, and our teams got eliminated. Unfortunately, we'll discuss that at another day. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately.
both our teams got eliminated. One of our teams had higher expectations than the other. But both teams are pretty disappointing. Well,
Delu-
my team was more disappointing for sure.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways, like I said, we can dive into it later. But I think in a lot of ways, higher expectations for yours. For me, it's delusional expectations. Always delusional expectations. I have to be that way. That's just how it is.
I mean, the way we were looking out there, it definitely looked delusional now. Hindsight is 2020. But that being said, man, the great news is both my finals picks are still in it. The Thunder and the Celtics, who have to get a big win tonight or it's over with. But today we're just gonna be diving into the conference semi-final games and you know letting y'all guys know how we feel about it. So yeah, your guy, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, man, the guys back against the wall, down 2-1, going into the Garden today. What's your feel about this series so far, LA?
you know, um,
Your guys outside for the uniform, outside for the uniform.
outside the uniforms. Yeah, he said it right. You know, man, I gotta say it, man. I gotta say it, dog. It's over here, man. I don't have it like that in the background, but it's orange and blue skies over here, baby. It's orange and blue skies over here, man. You know, from what I can attest with this series, man, is I said it last year, and I think I'm gonna say this again. Um, I don't until I see it, until if let's I could be wrong at the end of the season if they win again, and we'll fact
Mhm.
check this going backwards. But I'm going to sit here and tell everybody that that championship that they won was not a real championship to me. Just
Mhm.
they won it, man. And what I'm gonna go. I don't want to deep dive too crazy into it, but I'm gonna sit here and say like, yo, they didn't really go through any adversity last year. A lot of these teams were injured, hurt, nicked up, and everything like that. The only person that was really nicked up and hurt was KP, Porzingis, and so rightfully so is I mean not rightfully so, but unfortunately that happened. But that was their X factor in any matchup they would have won against with anybody. They could have killed any team they wanted to at that point in time.
With
And just to
even
have him,
without him.
even without him, but just to get him back, for the finals, that was, good enough for those first two games. Um, but really, you look at those teams, they were nicked up. And my biggest thing was like, yo, like, let's see what happens when these teams are healthy, we could talk about this off season later another time. Sixers I thought was different, but that's still different. But a lot of these other teams that are in it right now, they're pretty healthy right now, and they're healthy at the right time. And shout out to the Knicks. Knicks are playing at the right time, man. They're playing at the right time. They playing with that force, that tenacity. I think that first round matchup they had with Pistons really helped and got them going. And then I think it was a chink in the armor for the Celtics to go through that grueling series with Orlando, and
Yeah.
they just getting hit and hit and hit and hit. And I'm like, yo, like y'all not who y'all think y'all are. And big shout out to Paulo Banchero, bro. Like that man, big shout out. But into this series, um, I mean, to have two, you correct me if I'm wrong here, Fresh Prince, have two 20-point leads and it evaporates and you lose. That's a mental thing, man. That's a mental thing. That's not no X's and O's. That's a mental thing. Like for the life of me, I can't understand teams that, you're gonna live by the three, you're gonna die by the three. We always say that all the time. And I don't know why you can't figure out and get into the lane, getting some easy buckets. Why do you got to take the ball, get the rebound, do a step back three, and you helping the other team out basically. So, um, yeah, man. If they don't figure it out tonight, man, this series is done, man. Series is cooked. Um, it just I'm gonna be I'll be smiling for sure, but I'll be, it's gonna suck. But I really feel that way. I feel like, yo, these teams, and even in the next round that they go to, if they happen to get out of this situation, I'm not here to sit here and say like, yo, like last year was a cakewalk for them. It really was. It was a cakewalk for them, and I'm really, interested to see what's going to happen. Going into this, series with New York. Like I said, New York's playing really well. They've been beaten like what 10 times with the top three teams, top 3, 5, 10 teams in the Eastern and
Regular
Western
season.
Conference. What was the record? Top
You
three
mean,
seeds
and yeah, you mean in the regular season?
regular season, right?
They didn't beat none of the top
I don't
teams,
think
right?
I
Something like
don't think
that.
they beat none of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for them to like really wake up and turn around and and really get after it, it's big time for them. So we'll see. We'll see. So that's just my little small take on it. So, you know.
Who do you have winning tonight?
Oh, Orange and Blue Skies, baby. Orange and Blue Skies. The Orange and Blue
Okay.
Skies.
So yeah.
I think the Mecca basketball world is gonna go crazy in there. And they're gonna really, they if the Celtics don't jump on them early and get that crowd out of it, it's gonna be a long night.
Okay. I definitely agree with you in the sense that last year was they got a lot of fortunate breaks. A lot of players was hurt, especially on the Eastern Conference side and stuff like that. But they did have to play, the best team, quote unquote, in the West because Dallas beat Minnesota in a sense. But other than that, they didn't have to face too much adversity. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. And this playoff run was supposed to be their prove it year, and yeah, they're just not proving it. As far as you said, I think it is X's and O's though, because shooting that many amount of threes, you got to change it up. I understand the players; they don't have the players with the personality. They're superstar players. They don't have their best player doesn't have that superstar mentality to where he's just gonna okay, yeah, three's not falling. I'm gonna drive in the lane. Their second best player has that mentality, but he's been broke as well. So it's like it's tough. He's been hurt, and I think Tatum hurt his finger or whatever, but no excuses because he hurt it last series and he had like 30 point games back to back. So I just agree with you in the sense that yeah, playing against Orlando that last series really beat him up, and they came to face his Knicks team, and they're like, oh, okay, we're not worried about them. When you get up, so like you get up and build that lead, and then the team just takes it away. Okay, yeah, one game. All right, cool. We lost one game. But to have it happen twice on your own floor it's demoralizing for sure. But that being said, I think the law of averages is going to kick back in because it's not like they were taking bad threes, a lot of bad threes. They just been off. Like they've been getting open looks, uncontested looks. They just been missing. So I think especially with the last game, everything regresses to the mean in a sense. So I figured this game they're going to come out and they're going to win this one. And it's going to be 2-2. And then the pressure is really going to be on New York. Honestly, in my opinion, if New York doesn't win today, I think they might blow the series, honestly. Then you lose that momentum. And when you're up 3-1, it's damn near it's over with. But when it's 2-2, then it can go either way. And when the other team has home court advantage and you give this Celtics team confidence, they blew the league. It's not like they got beat up by the Knicks or whatever. They blew the lead twice, so they know they can beat this team. But with a team like this, you just have to put them away now. But yeah, that being said, I want to say I got the Celtics again today. Honestly, I feel like they're gonna win and tie this thing up, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So, so you feel like So you feel like is I heard you say a second ago, you feel like there's more X's and O's than mental? Like, because
No, not
you look
more,
at
but not
oh,
more, but X's and O's does play a part as well because coaching and your coach puts you in positions to succeed. And I don't know if you've been hearing Missoula's comments afterwards. He's just basically like, um, "We're just not making our shots." That's all he's really saying, essentially. So that doesn't sound like adjustments going to happen and stuff like that, and the game plan is going to change. And
but
we saw that going into the other game.
don't you think so from what that because you also said something about like they don't have the mentality. So wouldn't you sit there and say it's the mental process makeup? Because I give more grace to Jaylen Brown is a dog. Like he just getting after it. Jason Tatum, man, there be sometimes he be playing like a pretty boy, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
true.
it's just what it is. But I'm saying like, yo, like get after it, get after it. Like you gotta have this like to
Hmm.
be like it's not no like X's and O's. Like yes, you could draw something up, but it was like if you got to get downhill, you got to get out there, you got to match up like Deuce McBride on you or something like that. Get to the paint and go through. Like you are five deep as far as all stars is concerned, and you have a six man of the year on your bench that has gotten
Hmm.
50. Like, are you kidding me? Like, and we gonna sit here and say X's and O's? Like, I feel what you're saying, but I'm like, yo, like, get after it, man. Put your back to the basket, post them up, spin move off them, and dunk on them. And if not, they come converge on you, kick out to the man. Then you get the open shot if you want it. Just don't go up and cross half court, pull up. Like you ain't Curry. Like, come on now. Like, and then for sure, like you said, JT JT ended up hurting his wrist in the first round, ended up averaging 32 after that. So what the problem is? Like, come on now. Like, I don't know. But
Yeah, I wasn't saying it was just all X's and O's, but just bringing up the point that does factor into it as well. It's a combination of both. That's the way I see it. You have your superstar player; he doesn't have that type of mentality, right? That's mental, right? But as a coach, I feel like you got to go. You have to tell him to drive. Player like that, you have to tell him to attack the basket more because you know your personnel at the end of the day. So it goes hand in hand.
yeah, yeah, feel that, feel that. This series, this will be a talk about talk. This will be a topic for later, but there's been reports. Shout out to the chat out there. There have been reports that have said that if they don't get back to the finals, or not, and let alone that they don't win this series,
Hmm.
this could be blown up.
Yeah, I'd heard something about trading Jalen Brown to the Pelicans or one of the bad teams to try to get Cooper Flag or something. So if that happens, I mean, I don't think it's getting blown up because a lot of people were signed, but Jalen Brown will have his own team in a sense, and they'll get Cooper Flag. So
All I'm saying is, well, I ain't even gonna say it. I've said it a few years now, but if this happens, oh man, we gonna find something out real quick too. So, but anyways, that's for another day. That's for another day. So,
all right, we got the Cavs and the Pacers. I'm just gonna go ahead and tackle this really quick. Disappointing the Cavs. I understand players have been hurt for sure, but they got their players back. And it's a combination for me of being impressed with the Pacers and disappointed with the Cavs in a sense. Injuries happen. Mobley and Garland was out, but it's not like they missed the whole series, you know. And Donovan Mitchell just got hurt the last game. But I mean, I don't blame Mitch. I don't blame him. He's been doing what he can to try to carry this team. It's everybody else. This year, DeAndre Hunters, and this year, I don't think Garland played well even when he was in the game, honestly. So yeah, unfortunately, this looks like the same old Cavs, man, that we've been seeing for years that just are not going to get anywhere at the end of the day. So yeah, the series is over. They're down 3-1. Indiana's going to advance, and then the winner of New York and Boston is going to be quite pleased to see the Pacers. No disrespect to Indiana, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be happy to see the Pacers in the next round.
um, that's all you got. That's it. That's it. Pretty quick. That
Yeah,
was pretty quick.
that's it.
I feel
Not
it.
too
I
much to
feel it.
say on this one.
Um, you know, I've done a better job of assessing, the game of basketball and just giving a lot of players respect. I think we both have, but I give players a lot more respect nowadays, and just um, just a lot of what they go through. I don't try to take nothing away from them. I try my best not to talk too much smack anymore like that because they go through a lot. And they human beings at the end of the day. Um, so with that being said, I have not been one to say that a player is overrated. I had this notion that Tyrese Halliburton is getting is wild. I mean, I feel like people forgot that he was on the Olympic team. I think a lot of people forgot about that, even though he wasn't a very integral part, but he was on that
He was
team.
there.
So I feel that when and you're getting to some of these players who are, in this playoffs have been on the Olympics. So when you get that type of energy, being on a team like that, that mentality is a little different, especially being in this stage, being on this platform in the playoffs. It's totally two different animals when you're playing, in the States versus playing for the world. And it's a different animal. And for you to be like, yo, I'm a world champion. Well, I'm gonna say world champion, but I'm a Team USA Olympic champion. It's a little bit different. You got a little bit more hair on your chest, so you can, walk in there and know what you can do. And I got to get Indiana Pacers a lot of credit, man. I really thought this was going to be a sweep going on the Cavs side, just for
Hmm.
how fast they beat up on my team. Um, so I thought, they got a lot of rest, and Donnie, with the ankle situation, got himself some rest too. But I don't know what's going on here, man. I mean, as you correct me if I'm wrong here, man. They had a game 4 dominance with a
Mhm.
record-setting 42-point second quarter.
That was crazy. That
Like
was wild. Like unbelievable.
42-point second quarter. I repeat,
Unbelievable.
like I don't understand what has happened. I don't, and this little knickknack injury with Darius Garland. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's a toe injury. I don't understand why we can't just make some type of metal thing or type of some car. I don't know why we can't fix that. But he can't play. I don't know what the other injuries entail. Like I said, it sucks. But man, they dug themselves a hole. I don't know how they're gonna get out this thing. Now, granted, we've seen a particular Cavaliers team do this before,
But this is
but
not the team. I had
but
to stop you right there. This is not the team. These are not the guys.
they ain't got the best player in the world. Dog.
Right.
They
Not
ain't got
even
the best player.
close.
They're not even close, and I believe in Donnie, man. But Donnie did everything he could. Like shout out to Fresh Prince saying that. Donnie doing everything he could, man. I think what was it, what was it, game three? Game three. That man Donnie
48.
came out had what, 40, 49? Something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, he doing his thing, man. And Donnie not trying to. I mean, we know the numbers. Donnie's minutes have gone down a lot just to
Mhm.
preserve him and everything like that. Just to know that he didn't have to do all that like he did in his Utah days, and that's
Mhm.
dope to see that he's being more efficient and being more of a leader. But you got to have other players to step up, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man, but the Pacers are really doing their thing, man. So, um, I I don't want to sit here and write the Cavs off. Um, dog, yeah. I want to say Cleveland gonna get this next game though. Cleveland gonna get this next game though because
We'll see.
they gonna be in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, but is Donnie gonna play? He got hurt in
Oh
game
yeah,
4.
that's right. That's right. If Donnie not playing this game, this series is over. I'm sorry.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I think regardless, even if he plays, I feel like he's gonna be hobbled. I mean, the man dropped 48 points, they still lost.
Right. That's crazy.
It's like at that point, what can you do?
Crazy, man. And I think, uh, I would love to sit here and say that, oh yeah, whoever, New York, Boston they face is gonna be it's gonna be a dog series regardless. Like because
Mhm.
now I feel like, the Indiana Pacers or
I mean, Pacers
or
beat the Knicks last year in the playoffs, so
that's what I'm saying. And I think the Pacers a little bit. I feel like the Pacers a little bit better, and I feel like what we talked about from before. Even though his idiot self got ejected, Benedict Mathurin, it's a different piece to the mix. Added him to that, so
mhm.
so I feel like it's gonna be good series regardless. So
No, I definitely agree. All right, so Western Conference side now, probably in my opinion, no disrespect to Ant, I love Ant, but the winner of this series is going to the finals, in my opinion. OKC and Denver. It's 2-2 right now. Both teams has won on the road. Both teams has lost at home. So these are two juggernauts going at it. Although OKC did beat them by like 50, I think that second game, which is crazy. But this is a tough series to call. Honestly, me personally, I'm kind of split.
I'm gonna let you keep going. I just want to know what you just said a second ago. I just want to make sure I note this.
What?
You said whoever wins this series is probably gonna go to the finals.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
know that the Nuggets. Never mind. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
I mean, yeah, the Nuggets lost last year to the Timberwolves. I remember that, but it was a grueling 7-game series. And this Timberwolves team, they, I don't know if I like them, but I don't know if I like them as much as last year's team. To be honest, I like last year's team a lot for sure. Even though it was Cat as opposed to Randall. Randall's been playing well. Everybody's been playing well, but I don't know. Last year's team was special to me. This year's team is special too. Ant got better, of course, but yeah, we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there. But as far as these two teams, man, honestly, you got the best player in the world. We got the MVP winner this year. You got the last two MVPs probably, facing off. So a lot of players on Denver side show me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Aaron Gordon, he's been playing well. He's picked up his game. He's been going crazy. And the playoff Jamal Murray is back. Michael Porter Jr. has been up and down, but he's been there. Russell Westbrook has been like going crazy. And same thing on OKC side. Well, yeah, they've been playing. It's more of a collective effort for OKC, I would say. J Dub really hasn't proven to me he can be like the second best player on the championship team yet. But who knows? That'll change, and Chet has to pick it up for sure. But outside of that, man, both of these teams are like it's tough for me to pick right now. It's in the air for me. I'm just excited to see the rest of the series and happy to see we're gonna get at least one series this round that possibly can go the distance. What's your take on this series, LA?
Um, what is that old saying? um, I forgot the coach's name. From the Houston Rockets, but never doubt the heart of a champion.
Mm,
Like I I honestly didn't think that the Nuggets would get this far. I just didn't think so. With the firing of Coach Malone, with
mm-hmm,
3 to 4 games left in the regular season, I didn't see this. I saw like an early first round exit. I
I would
probably
agree.
saw like maybe 6 games, going against the Clippers, and that's it. But for them to do this, man, I just speaks volumes for real. Um, but I think at the same time, I think that's why we like the playoffs as well. This is not an 82 game regular season. This is a 7 game series. And within the 7 game series, you're going to get everything, every package as far as defensive and offensive packages. Because all we're looking at is you. We're not looking at nobody else. We're just looking at you. And we're looking at you all the way through every 82 games, all the way to these past 4 games we played. So at this point in time, it's not about X's and O's. It's about who wants it more at this point in time. It's about who wants to get after it. Because they play 4 games already, so they know they don't like each other at this point now. They're annoying
Mm-hmm.
now. So, but I, man, like my man Fresh Prince said, shout out to Aaron Gordon. Man, talk about a revitalization. Like, because I'm not saying I've written him off. I just looked at him as a glue guy. I was like, at this point, within his career and this team is a glue guy. But
Mm-hmm.
dog, I mean, he's talking about stepping it up. Jamal Murray, whew, where you been? Where you been,
good,
man?
nice to
So,
have you back.
I tell you, and talk about playoff comeback player of the year, Russell Westbrook.
Hmm.
Man, um, I think at the end of the day, it just shows that you know a particular player can play for particular teams. They just can't play with anybody. We know that.
Yeah.
You just can't play with anybody. You got to play with a particular type of team, particular type of sets, all that. So, um, but I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna go with since my dark horse is completely gone. Um, I, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna go with the best team in the West to really win this series, and that's OKC. Um,
Yeah.
with the best player on the floor, MVP, SGA.
Not the best player on the floor.
Well, I won't say the best player on the floor, but the best player for this season. Best player for this season that won the MVP. I'm gonna say him. But the best player on the planet right now, yeah, it's definitely that other man on the other side. Man, that guy's tough. But numbers say otherwise. He hasn't been producing like that. So,
Mm.
um, but I will say, as far as um, OKC, I really feel like the way they've been playing. Now, granted, this is the playoffs. The way they've been playing throughout the season, and then especially the way they've been playing in the first round, I feel like they're due for, you want to call it, two blowout games. I feel like they're due.
Mhm.
I really feel like they're due, because like they can like at any moment just their defense. It's the defense that gets it for me, and I'm really like keen on that. I'm like, yo, like I really don't care if you score. I just want to know how you gonna stop the other man. How you gonna stop the defender in front of you? And they got not five. They have a 15-man rotation that can do that. I mean, it's crazy, and like I said, they got their MVP, and he's been playing, but he hasn't been playing like that. Like he not out there scoring 35, 40, close to
Yeah,
50-point games, bro.
it's
So
been a
he's just
team effort,
it's a team
collaborative.
effort. So it's like
The role
who
players
knows
definitely
who knows
stepped up
what's gonna happen when he
big.
pops off.
Yeah.
So and like you said, J-Dub, he's gonna be that guy. He's gonna be that guy. I think he just needs to morph and figure it out, because they're now like they have a bigger target on their backs, and now they're like really trying to get after a championship. And I feel like this year, probably even the next year, he's gonna know how to really move at this point now and
Hmm.
really have to get after it. So it's probably, I won't say this might be a breakout year. I say next year probably gonna be a really big breakout year for him. Um, but yeah, I mean, man, and shout out to, I don't want to butcher his name. Is it Caden Wallace? Oh,
Cason Wallace.
Cason Wallace. Oh my goodness. He's hooping, bro. He's
Hmm.
hooping, bro. I mean, he's getting the right shots at the right time. Man, that's what I just like this team, man. Like this team is just like and they play for each other, man. They play for each other. Like it's like a college team, like a good college team. The continuity is there. They love playing for each other. They love playing for their coach. Um, it's cool. It's cool, man. I like it. I like it. So
Yeah,
I
they
think
definitely have the makings of a championship team as far as like just looking at the roster. They got the glue guys, role players, defenders. They got everything you need in a sense.
yeah. And then to top it off, to end, like for me to end this one, another little cherry on top, a little note, that a nugget I heard is that if they don't get out of this, it's not
Mm,
like it's over now.
it's
Let's
not.
be clear here. They have picks for days. They have all the picks. So
Hmm.
I heard some speculation that they could get a superstar player up in there too.
Yeah, been hearing a lot of Giannis chatter.
I've heard a little bit of Giannis chatter, bro, because
Hmm.
like they won't have to give up much but picks. That's about it. And maybe one
Yeah,
player. And
but
if they get that, oh
I I don't know though, because superstar play. If I was them, I'll keep it as it is and just keep building like this. Because recently, the superstar appearance haven't been working out.
true. That's true.
It's been like one superstar and a very great balanced team, maybe a second all star in a sense, and they have that in J Dub. Did he make the All Star game?
He did.
There, yeah, they got their two All Stars. They got their role players. So, you're not gonna. They're not gonna have to give up too much, but they're gonna have to give up a decent amount of who they are and their core and stuff. I would believe so. Whatever it was me, I would just stand pat and keep building with this team. But that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, likewise, likewise.
Hmm. All right, Minnesota and go to State, man. You can go ahead and take the reins on this one. I know this.
Um,
You got two of your favorite players, man. Two players that are near and dear to you.
yo, shout out to Fresh Prince, man. This man is funny, bro. This man is very funny, man.
It's facts, man. It's facts.
It is. It is. Um, this is not what we wanted out of this series. Obviously, this is not what we wanted. But as we all know, in the life of sports, especially in the life of basketball, especially in this time of the playoffs, man, injuries is critical and crucial, and health is just a big factor, man. And you never wish that upon anybody, man. Never, ever, 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 never. Especially during the regular season, wherever, but in the playoffs for sure, because it changes the trajectory of a whole series. And we're seeing that in real time with Steph Curry, man. I mean,
Mhm.
oh man, I just because let's put this in perspective, everybody. We're gonna put this in perspective to the ones who may not know this. You get a oh my gosh, what? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh, breaking news. The Mavericks just won the number 1 pick of the NBA draft.
How?
Oh my gosh. They beat out the Spurs, the 76ers, and the Hornets.
That's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
my
They
gosh.
needed this though. They needed this. All the bad luck they've been
Wow.
dealing with, they needed this. It's karma, you know.
That
That's
just
crazy.
took care of everything for them.
Hmm.
Wow. I I'm speechless. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I don't really
Shout
do
out
that,
to
but
Nico, man.
shot.
He's looking better and better.
Nico's looking better and better by the
I
day.
still wouldn't. It's still a stupid trade, but he's looking better for sure.
It's looking better now. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. That just caught me off guard. Like, wow. Um, whew, that's crazy. Yeah, that was a conversation another time, but wow. Whew, wow, we already know who's going there. We already know who's going there. That's crazy.
Where they
Oh,
getting?
that's a
Will he
tall
stay
team,
though?
huh?
Will he stay though? Well, you think they could possibly flip him to try to get another superstar? Maybe.
I don't I think he gonna stay. That's a tall team, bro.
Yeah.
That's a tall team. That's a big team and a lengthy team and a team that can all shoot like that.
Yeah. True.
Like,
But
I
would you trade?
mean,
You wouldn't trade him for Giannis though.
they could get to the finals now.
And that Kyrie. Well, Kyrie's not gonna play this year though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It would have to be the following year.
My bad. My bad. We can talk about that later another time. I got to look into that. That just I'm sorry, y'all.
That is
Man,
crazy.
that threw me off. What were we talking about? Injuries and whatnot. Yeah. So, anyways, it sucks. It sucks a lot, to see that happen with Steph. But like I said, putting it into perspective, like you get an injury like that, in the regular season, a week is like, oh, okay, cool. I'll be back in a week. No, we playoffs, bro.
We won't be playing in a week.
Bro, when 4 games can go by in a
Hmm.
week.
Yeah.
It's insane. And the thing is, like, you could be healthy by the time you get to the week, but now you're going to Cancun.
Right.
Crazy,
Now it's a
bro.
little too late, and that's where you have the players returning. Before they should. KD. James
Oh
Harden
yeah,
for
that's that
Brooklyn.
pressure, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, crazy pressure, bro. So it
Hmm.
just it just sucks, man. Like for real, man. But but yeah, man. On the other side, on the flip side, though, man, the, the second coming of Jordan is on the way. It's on the way, y'all. Like Ant-Man, like from having what 2 was it 5 points, 7 points, something like that in the first half,
Hmm.
doing nothing, ended up with almost 40. in that game. I mean, come on, bro. Like
Nah, he picked it up for sure.
he picked it up for sure, bro. I think at this point in time, it don't matter who's in front of him. He gonna kill whoever's in front of him. So it's a dogfight at this point. And then you got the best of both worlds. Shout out to my boy Jimmy, man. Oh my gosh, man. I just see a lot of people think that I'm against my man Jimmy. I'm not, y'all. I'm really not. Y'all already know who I'm against, who I'm in that situation. Yeah, I don't. Y'all know. But Jimmy's my guy, bro. I'm even about to get a jersey soon. An updated jersey soon because he was hooping, bro. He gave you what 35, so he did his part, bro. So like you can't ask no more, no less from him, man. Like it's just the energy and the movements of Stephen Curry is huge. I mean,
Mhm.
that's the Hall of Famer right there. First ballot Hall of Famer, 4-time champion. Like, what do you want? What else you want? So with that being said, if they would have got this last game, I could sit here and say, like, there's a chance. There's a chance. But for them to lose that game, and there's a possibility that they're gonna lose this next one, this series is over.
Yeah, if they lose this next game, it's over with.
It's over. There's no way they're gonna pressure
Even
Steph
if
for
they
that.
win this next game, it still could be over with because he still could not be returning, you know? And when he returns, I know he brings a lot of gravity, but I don't know, man. This Minnesota team is tough.
They are. They are. But I mean, they said he was doing his workouts and whatnot. So like he just wasn't pushing really like to 100%. But they said he was doing good when he was doing some of his workouts. But like you said,
I
it's a
don't
little
like how
different.
this sounds, man. I feel like they're gonna try to rush him back early.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. It really sucks. So
Hmm.
but it looks like the Wolves gonna get this series, So which I ain't complaining, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. As far as Ant Man, this for me, it's not his scoring that's impressed me the most this playoff run. Is what he's doing when his shot's not working. His rebounding has been crazy. He's been assisting the ball like crazy. His leadership, he could probably talk a little bit less and try to, tone it down a little bit with the refs, text all that. But as far as his overall game, it's rounded out. He's already been an elite defender, and now just to have the playmaking and the rebounding kind of click. It was I think they beat us, and he shot like what 4 for 19, 5 for 19, something. He shot terribly, but he still impacted the game in other ways. Grabbed like 10, 11, 12 plus boards. Dished out like 8, 9, 10 assists. So it goes further than just scoring for him now. And that's the level, of a true blue superstar right there. Like top caliber, top 5 caliber player in the league. When you can up your game in these type of moments, it really it's crazy to see how fast he's been growing and progressing. But as far as the other side, man, I feel bad for Jimmy. Like he left uh the Heat to get away from a situation like this, and now he's in a worse situation. At least with y'all, he had the 2 other capable scorers, Tyler Hero and then Bam as well. He had some type of help. Now it's just him and Draymond and Gary Payton and Kaminga now and Buddy Hield. Buddy had a couple good games, but
You feel like it's a worse situation for real?
right now with no Steph Curry, I feel like it's worse. I
Dang.
feel like it's worse because it's like who's your second best? Who's your after Butler? Who's your next best player?
Dang, I can't even.
See, exactly. Would you say Draymond? Would you say Buddy? They're all like in that lower tier, you know.
Yeah.
Kaminga,
Oh
GP2,
my.
they're all role players. You need Steph.
I would like to say this before I forget. The the road, the journey, whatever talk about of vision there is for Jonathan Kaminga,
Hmm.
I think between now and maybe the beginning of this next season, more
Mhm.
so now. I need to see this now. We probably all need to see this now because I feel
Mhm.
like we've heard the talk of what he could be in this and this. I do not understand why we are sitting, not we, why are they are sitting him throughout almost an entire series, and then they just play him. Like, somebody
It,
tell me what's going on behind the scenes. I need to know
shout,
because
shout
it
out to
can't be a
him though
basketball.
for coming in and playing well, because other folks can do it. You don't want to play me this whole time. You want to play me now? Actually, I might take that back because I think he's on a contract year. So maybe that's what the what the incentive is as well. He's trying to get paid this off season, so maybe it could be a little of both. But that was crazy though. I've heard rumors of them having a beef, Steve Kerr and Kaminga personally. People said since Jimmy came, they haven't meshed well or whatever. All that I don't understand. Like the series they could have used them against was the Rockets with that athletic team and all that. You would think they'll play him there, but yeah, that whole we'll see how this unfolds honestly because this is crazy.
Man, yeah. I gotta sit there and think about it, man. He said a worse situation now. Dang, sheesh.
Hey, at least y'all you got Tyler Hero All Star, you got Bam All Star.
But would they have been all stars if he was hooping like that though?
If Jimmy was hooping like that,
You
I
know,
mean, well, Jimmy doesn't hoop like that in the regular season anymore. You know that better than anybody.
he
He
don't, but
coasts.
he gonna get his touches though. That's what he was even tripping about a little bit before because like
Yeah.
it wasn't Spo, but you know who it was. But they were cutting his touches off.
Your guy.
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
They was, but uh-huh.
They were cutting his touches off. So let's just
Yeah.
say if that was a normal touches, Jimmy would probably get a good portion of those touches, you know. And then we don't know if they're gonna be all star numbers for the
Correct
other
me if
team.
I'm wrong though. Tyler Hero was on the cusp of making the All-Star team last year, wasn't he? He didn't make it, but he was very close.
That's true because he got injured. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was on the cusp as well. And we know Bam has made the All-Star team before, so I just think nobody on Golden State. If you have Steph there, everything works out perfectly fine. He makes everything run, and then you have Jimmy there as a second option, and he can just do his thing. But you take Steph away, it's like the whole tower crumbles. Everything crumbles. Shout out to Buddy though. Buddy redeemed himself somewhat. he's he had 7 good games in the beginning of the year. It disappeared for like the whole season up recently. Shout out to Buddy, man.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to the chemistry that they got, man. Like Buddy be like, yo, we gotta get his
Yeah, that's
joy
whole.
back. Gotta get his joy back. Yo, that's hilarious. That press, if y'all haven't seen that press, please go watch that press that they did in
Mhm.
game one. It's hilarious, man.
He
I
said,
mean,
"You're Alfred. Your name is Butler.
it's
Your name is
crazy,
Butler."
man. Crazy. So yeah, no, I gotta agree with you, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know what happened with that team. Like you said, Steph is the head of the snake, and when he's going, he's rolling. Everyone's spread out. You
Mhm.
know, you probably got two. You probably have the majority of everyone on that opposite team looking at Steph just
At
because of Steph.
least 2 to 3 defenders, at least.
Right? So at that point, everyone's in their own positions doing their own thing. But
Mhm.
now it's like, oh no, I can stay home and do whatever I want to do now. So
I would say that and Draymond's antics, man. It works when Steph is there. When he's not there, he's just the hindrance to the team. This is my opinion. Like all that flailing and kicking around and stuff. Like, bro, you're a dirty player. Come on now.
so I know you probably have seen this. I it was buzzing around, and so I just I took a notion just to look at it for like a couple seconds. Well, probably for about a minute. Man, what sucks is that when, and this is just the name of the game, it's the name of the sport, when you get to a particular level and you get to a particular organization, you are, here for a reason for what you do. And mind you, I'm not taking nothing away from Draymond Green. He will be a first ballot Hall of Famer as well, champion, all that. He's a very high Q, smart basketball player. And he talks a lot, like you said, the antics, could it be less? But that's just what he plays, but you kind of like, bro, like you like you said, you ain't really nobody now. But with that being said, I was just baffled by his Michigan State highlights. Baffled. I'm like, what? You can do that?
He was nice.
You
He was
can
nice.
do that. And I have, one of my boys, Michigan State, hands down diehard fan, just reminded me of that, you know? And like I was like, he's like that.
He
What
was.
happened?
He was.
He was. I'm like, yo, what happened? What happened to you? Like
Yeah.
you had a bag, you know, you was getting in the lane, floaters, everything, 3-pointers. I was like, dog, now we like cringing when you shoot for the three. Like, what
Yeah.
happened? So it's
I feel
crazy.
like he peaked too early, man. That 2016 finals, he was balling out. He was balling
Bro,
out.
the best numbers of a game 7 ever.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy. Crazy. Now
But
we don't know who this guy is.
no, we know who he is. We know exactly who he is. And he knows who to run up on. He ain't doing that with Isaiah Stewart. He'll get Rudy and put him in a headlock, but you don't want no parts of Isaiah Stewart.
That'd be a
Yeah,
crazy matchup. That'd be a crazy matchup.
I think he'll lose because even Isaiah Stewart ran out Brown too. Remember a couple years ago that he has nothing to lose.
I don't know about that thing. That when I saw that happen, I was like, "Yo, really?" Like
Loose cannon, man.
that man saw blood in his face and he lost everything. I was
Started
like,
screaming.
"Bro, that's LeBron James, bro." He's like, "What? Calm down, bro."
It's not as bad as Giannis palming Benedict Matherin's head, and he just got pissed off. I mean, you can't let no grown man palm your head like that. Like, bro, I understand. Like, bro, what you doing? It was all smiles and laughs, and out of nowhere, he palmed his head, and he was like, "All right, bro, you can't be doing that."
Yo,
That
this league is hilarious, bro. It's hilarious, bro. When we see these things, bro. Or even like what was it? What remind me of that? Was it? Yeah, it was Giannis and
that was so
Beasley.
random. Oh, I thought you were talking
Beasley.
about Giannis and Tyrese's dad.
Oh yeah, that was random. Oh yeah, that was bro. That was random. Yo. I've never heard. I've never heard where an actual organization has to ban your
That's crazy.
has to ban your father because he's acted up. That man, the game was over and he got on the who are you to get on the court?
Right, and tell him to get the F out of here. Who the F are y'all? No, that was
Giannis
wild.
looked like he was about to kill him.
Yeah,
Like Giannis like could have headbutted him and killed him.
yeah.
That's
It would have been bad.
insane.
But shout out to Giannis for keeping his poise, man. Just being like, all right, man, like it's not worth my time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
Hmm.
man.
Yeah,
Shoot.
that all being said, though, you got anything else to say to the people out there, man?
No. That's it, man. That was the only series we got. This is quick, man.
Yeah,
Shoot, my
it was
bad.
for it. Yeah.
Man, yeah. I mean, that's all I got, man. So should we sit here and say who we think is gonna be in the finals right now, or
Hmm. I
where we're
mean,
sitting at conference semis?
oh, hmm. I mean, we can say that, I guess, in a sense. This is the one series I'm not sure about, though. It's that OKC and Denver, man. You know, OKC was my team to pick, but Denver is, I don't know, man. They're trying to prove me wrong. But I would say if I had to pick two teams, I'd probably go with damn. Because I feel like Denver can beat Minnesota, but I feel like Minnesota can beat OKC. I have this weird little triangle thing going on in the West. In the East, it's tough too because I have the Celtics coming back to win. But I got a feeling that Indiana might mess around and beat the. Yeah, I'm not ready to give my picks. I'm not gonna lie. You can go ahead and give yours. I'm not ready. I'm torn, man. I'm torn.
Hey, hey, man, hey, man. Y'all see the name. Let me chill. They gonna think like, yo, this man definitely sworn in Minnesota now. No, man, dog. I really want to sit here and say that it's going to be a New York Minnesota finals.
I can see that.
Like talk about one of the craziest trades in the beginning of the season, and it ends up
Yeah,
working out for both teams. You know,
that would be wild to see both of those teams in the finals. It would be good though because it's been some time. Well, it'll be history for one team and some time for other team. So it'll be good to see that.
yeah. So,
Hmm.
but there's a lot of basketball to be played, man. There's a lot of basketball to be played, and so it's just I think with these, aside from one series, I'm gonna say aside from one series because that Cap series is so lopsided at this point.
It's over with.
But a, a lot of these teams, anyone could win the championship with all these teams at this point. In this round, any team could. Like
Hmm.
so, yeah. But
Definitely agree with that. But
that's all I got, man.
I'm gonna close this one now. It's your guys, man. Appreciate y'all for being out. Taking time out to watch our content and stuff, and just be on the lookout. Gonna have some more good content coming up for sure. And everybody be safe out there.
Peace, y'all.
No parting message.
No, no, no. Oh well, shoot. Yeah, I got small one. I got small one. Enjoy the small wins. Enjoy the small wins. You always miss the mark, and you never get the opportunity to enjoy the small wins, y'all. And you let everything crash down on you so much. And oh my gosh, forgive me, chat. This freaking fly. I think y'all might have saw it just fly across my screen. Oh man, and now my light's gone. Oh my gosh, I just hit the.
It's time to go.
Yeah, that's.
Oh man.
Enjoy the small wins, y'all. Enjoy the small wins because there's so much going on out here, man. You enjoy the small wins; it really propels you to a lot. So, have fun, enjoy the small wins, keep pushing, keep grinding. It's gonna get better, y'all. So,
100%. I agree with that. Peace, y'all.